Welcome to Rock Solid Productions, where in this episode we're going to look at the dual link controllers from Retro-Bit for the Super NES and for USB enabled devices. Hey everyone, Gary here with Rock Solid Productions, and it's super cool. These showed up in the mail from Retro-Bit. This is the Mega Man and the Street Fighter II 30th Anniversary Edition controllers from Retro-Bit designed for the Super NES. As such, they do have the standard Super NES style connector on it, plus it does have a plug on it where you can use it with USB enabled devices. So we're going to test both of them out, try a couple games with each one, and see how they work. Now, if you have a Sega Genesis and are looking for a 6-button controller, make sure you check out the little gimmick up there where you can check out our review of the Street Fighter Edition controller designed for the Sega Genesis. Also has that USB type connection, so if you're using it with a tablet, an NVIDIA Shield TV, RetroPie, other devices, that'll work for you too. So now out of the box, like I mentioned, both of these are designed to mimic the look and the feel of the Super NES style controller. You do have your A, B, X, Y buttons on front, your L and R up top. In fact, let's open up the Mega Man one, and we'll take a closer look at this one. Needed a knife. So we're going to open up the Mega Man one here first, just because who doesn't love the blue bomber? Here you can see the artwork up front, super sharp, really, accurate portrayal of Mega Man itself, or Rockman, depending on where you're from. ABXY, exact same button shape and everything as the original Super NES controller had on it. Strain relief up top, so that if you do throw your controller in a fit of anger, which I may have done several times today, it'll be able to take that punishment from you. Also does have a nice 6-foot long cord on it. Do wish the cord was a little bit longer for me to my system right now. I'd say about 10 feet, so I'm going to use an extension. But here you have that. And then on the end, you do have both the USB and the Super NES type plug on the ends there. In the hand, this one at least has like a different, I'll call it, sort of finish on the controller itself, where it's not smooth like the original Super NES or Super Famicom controller. It has, like I say, a little bit of a rough texturing to it. Feels good. A, B, X, Y feel good. L and R feel fine. So we're going to check out our first game here. This is Pilot Wings for the Super Famicom. I actually found this in one of my local game stores. And the cool thing about the Super Famicom version of this game is it plays pretty much the same as the US version, and this was $4. So unfortunately, I can't read any of this, but we kind of get the idea of the game. Light plane or skydiving. We're going to start with the light plane. And I don't remember what that was. All right. Slowing down, speeding back up, there we go. And the key to this game is just to not panic and overcorrect. And just make subtle adjustments. Slowing down here. Very kind of smooth, jazzy type of music. Oh, missed that one. Got that one. Solid landing, didn't use a whole lot of fuel. And something in Japanese, I guess. Congratulations, or you did it. Look at the shock on his face. 99 points, oh my goodness. I only lost 1 point. We'll do the skydiving now. I was always terrible with skydiving. See, the thing about skydiving is it's not the fall that's going to get you, it's the sudden stop. Deploy the chute! Gotta flare and slow myself down a little bit. Slow down! Slow down! Yeah, I will never hit the... Nope, 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 nope. Go forward. Oh. I don't think I got anything on that one. But at least I didn't die. 60 points, better than I normally do. Did I get my license? 159 points. I got my A license. So, works just fine with Pilot Wings. We are going to throw in... All right, we've got Turtles in Time loaded up. I think we're going to wind up in the Big Apple around 3 a.m. What do you think?
Big Apple, 3 a.m.
Who knew? Yeah, button presses are feeling spot on. Now, like I mentioned, the copy of Pilot Wings I have, that is a Super Famicom edition. This is actually the US Super NES edition of Turtles in Time. No! Almost got smushed on that one. Yeah, everything is... I mean, I'm not noticing any difference between this and like my other controllers that I normally use. In fact, I'm glad that, there we go. I had forgotten that if you hit B and Y together, you do that kind of staff jump. All right, so we're gonna pause Turtles in Time there, and we've also broken out the Street Fighter II controller out of the box. Now, as you can see, this one here has the artwork from Ryu from Street Fighter II. Same basic design aesthetics as what the Mega Man controller has, just in a Street Fighter theme versus Mega Man. One thing that's interesting is the fact that you have the two-tone color buttons here, where this one it's all the same color. So, interesting choice that Retro-Bit went with there, and much like the Mega Man controller, this one has both the Super NES and a USB type cable on it, or connector on it. And the thing that's important about that is this is going to be compatible, I would think, with the Retrocade from Retro-Bit that they have, at least at the time of this filming, coming out in the very near future. That has a bunch of really cool games from Capcom, Data East, a couple other publishers, I think, that Retro-Bit is coming out with. Make sure you stay tuned to the channel. Hopefully we'll be getting one to do a review with. So we are going to unplug the controllers and put the Street Fighter one in. And if you're going to use a Street Fighter controller, you need to play Street Fighter. And we've got Street Fighter II Turbo, and we are going to go in and start some fighting. And again, Ryu controller. I'm going to pick Ryu. Or Ryu, depending on... different people say it different ways. Against Blanca. Got him. Oh, he shocked me. Got him. Round one goes to Ryu. Yeah, feels pretty good. The only thing, I haven't been able to pull off a shuriken yet, but I haven't really tried. And that one I always had problems with anyways. Here we go, or Hyruken. Oh, eat me. Got him. No problem with the Street Fighter II controller on Street Fighter. Now let's throw in our last game, and if you've paid any attention to my favorite retro games in the 16-bit era, unless you've been living under a rock, you knew I was talking about Earthworm Jim. I absolutely love this game. I really wish someone would come out with a version of Earthworm Jim and update it for the Switch or the PS4. I would love that. So the gun is Y, jumping is B, and A is the whip. I always thought it was interesting that you used your head as a weapon in this game. Oh, that's right, I have to be down here first. We have launched a cow, ladies and gentlemen. We have launched the cow. There we go. Always had an issue with that one. And let's see if we can't get the bonus gun, and we did. Yeah, play control so far feels just the same as playing on actual hardware. Love blasting crows. Come on, get up there. There we go. Such just a stupid, silly, fun game. Something you really have to use your head on, too. Get it? Use your head. And I know I mentioned it before, but it's kind of funny to think that Dan Castellaneta, the voice of Homer Simpson, actually did the voice of Earthworm Jim in the cartoon. Hey, I don't know that I've done that in a very long time. I was actually able to get over to get the gun hop up there. Really don't care for crows, you know that? I don't even want to count them. Down to 46% health right now. Such a great action platform. I mean, really, I know you guys are probably sick and tired of hearing me sing the praises of Earthworm Jim, but man, I don't know that I've ever enjoyed a run and gun as much. Oh, except for the damn dog. Get off me! Oh, and I died. Well, that was no fault of the controller. I put myself into a situation that I really should not have been. So, I gotta say, both the Street Fighter II and the Mega Man Dual Link controllers for the Super NES, they work great. Now, one thing of note is that I did try both controllers using the USB connection onto my Nintendo Switch. Doesn't work. Not really surprised. They're not really designed for that. It's designed, again, if you look on the box, for Mac, PC, and for the Super NES, and it played great on our system that we have here. For the money, if you're looking for an extra controller for your system, if you're just getting back into the Super NES or Super Famicom, or if you need to replace old controllers that don't work anymore, or if you're just a fan of Mega Man or Street Fighter, I mean, the artwork on these are really detailed. They look great, and highly recommend them. Now, you can get these both on Amazon.com. I'll have a link down below to where you can get them on Amazon. You can also get them at CastlemaniaGames.com. Make sure that you check out Ryan's storefront. And, in fact, if you use promo code ROX10, you can save 10% on these bad boys. Pretty cool, just in time for gift-giving season as we are now. But, yeah, for the money, they work great and really, really recommend them. Now, these controllers were both provided free of charge by Retro-Bit, but they have not reviewed any of the content that we have here, nor will they. These are all my own opinions, and yeah, they work really, really well. So, but these are my opinions. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Also, you can also email me. Also, don't forget, in addition to let me know what you think down in the comments, you can also email me at rocksolidmail@gmail.com. You can hit me up on Twitter at RockSolidStudios, Facebook, facebook.com/RockSolidProductions. And if you want to contribute to the future of the show, you can always go ahead and visit us on Patreon, patreon.com/RockSolid. What do you think, Pine Top? What do you think, huh? Oh, come on, buddy. I think Pine Top approves too, and even wanted to share his white fur on my black shirt. I am Gary. This is Rock Solid Productions. These have been the Retro-Bit Dual Link controllers. What do you think, Pine Top? Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon. You want to go play? Go outside? Go outside.